Hello everyone, it's Keith from Pure Prairie Honey Company. Look at the cows there, they're wondering who's this crazy guy. Anyways, it's March 27th. So I'm just doing a spring checkup. Technically it's spring, there's obviously still snow here. Close to Yorkton, Saskatchewan, Canada, for those listening from across the country. So I get a lot of questions each year. Now, I've been beekeeping for, well, this will be my third year. And biggest question I get by far would be, how do the bees in cold-like weathers here in Canada on the prairies stay warm during the winter? Or what happens to them? Well, it is springtime, and I'm lucky I don't have to do this video in the winter when it is minus 20, 30, or 40 or above. And the bees actually get wrapped in a nice cozy wrap here full of insulation. So it basically what it does is just keeps the wind out and gives them their hive a little bit of a fighting chance to keep it warm, so they're not using as much energy during the winter. And all the actual wrap is like I said, full of insulation. So you can see here. Okay, nice little sleeping bag for the bees. And that's pretty much it. We just narrow down the hives from close to 7, sometimes 8 boxes high. As you can see, it's just 2 boxes, and that's because the queen still lays eggs during the winter. So this is a hive that I checked later last week, and of course this hive hasn't survived. Of course, during the winter, it's harsh winters. Either they've had to expel a lot of energy to keep themselves warm, or they were so cold that they didn't want to leave their basically nucleus of bees that cuddle together to stay warm. So as you can see, these bees basically just kind of froze, not froze to death, I guess, but they were they didn't want to expel any more energy, and they just come to their final resting spot here. So as you can see, I'm just going to crack open the hive here. There you go. So you can see some of them have clustered together. And you can see there's actually honey here. Which seems kind of weird, because if there's honey, they obviously wouldn't have died of not eating. But sometimes they're so cold they don't want to expel too much energy. And even though the food is in the kitchen, sometimes you just don't want to leave your seat. Sometimes you don't want to mess up your blankets when you're watching a movie to get your chips and your favorite soda. And unfortunately, we don't die because of that, but that could be one reason. Of course, as a new beekeeper, I'm still learning a lot. And definitely under the comments section, you can post any suggestions that you may have, what you think. That way we can all learn as beekeepers. So you can see there, they're all clustered together. There's still lots of honey here, which makes me believe that they died fairly also too early in the season, because there's still a lot of honey in these frames. When you lift them up, it's a good 40 to 50 pounds. Pretty much the rest of the bees, as you can see, same kind of process. Some have kind of just, and you know, the other thing is I don't see any actual, well, you could see that on the video, but you don't see much brood. which means either the queen was not too productive. I guess you could see the odd, looks like little grains of rice initially. There's the odd ones. Let me just take, and see there's the capped brood right here, where my hive tool is. Much mold, which usually if there's water condensation that drips down onto the bees, just besides that. But that's not direct access. And you can see over here, it's quite bees dead. Sometimes as a beekeeper, you can only learn from your mistakes. Sometimes it's just out of your hands. It's in nature. But I guess all you can do is I'm just going to take this stuff home, examine it, see what could be possibly the problem. And maybe see what next year brings. Leading into fall and winter. Every year is different depending on the weather too, right? So anyway, that's a little bit about uncracking a hive that didn't make it through the winter. And some hives made it. Some hives are weak, a little bit weaker, some a little bit stronger. I'll obviously only have 7 hives here, and 4 out of the 7 didn't make it. So not uncommon, but that's the nature of beekeeping. You're in it because you love it, in it for the right reasons, or you're basically just there to go through the process and learn and grow. So anyways, all for now. Bye.